Peace, peace. Happy Friday. Happy Venus Day. Cheers to the weekend. I pray that you guys are doing great, feeling good, in good spirits, and that these messages will find you and resonate for your greatest and highest good. So, I want to talk quickly about Mars and Cancer. Transiting Mars is currently in the sign of Cancer. Now, first of all, if you have natal Mars in Cancer, you are currently going through your Mars return. Okay? But even if you don't have natal Mars in Cancer, these messages could resonate for you. But specifically, if you have natal Mars in Cancer, then this can resonate. But we all have Mars somewhere in our chart. Mars in Cancer is debilitated, which means that the energy does not do well in that sign. Mars in Cancer can be extremely temperamental and volatile because imagine, let me break down what Mars is real quick if you don't know, and what Cancer is, and then put those energies together and you'll understand what I'm trying to say. So Mars is our fiery sign. Mars is how we take action. Mars is what we are willing to fight for. So wherever Mars is placed in your chart, that is the area in life that you are willing to fight for. Mars rules men in both our charts, men and women chart, but specifically Mars rules the type of men that we're attracted to in a woman's chart. Mars rules WAR. Mars rules fighting. Mars rules competition. Mars rules pum pum, pow pow, slice slice, dice dice. It rules our tempers. It rules our smex drive. It rules our sexuality, right? So, with it being in a sign of Cancer, Cancer being ruled by the moon, a very emotional sign, very fluid sign, and Mars is, I'm sorry, not Mars, Cancer is a very private, secretive, and protective sign. So, imagine a sign that is being, a fiery sign that has to express itself, and it's being contained by that shell that Cancer brings, that protectiveness, that shell that Cancer has. It's as if all of that fiery and energy, Mars is pure energy. So imagine that energy and that fire being suppressed like this, and it's just sitting there. And you know how heat rises, and it rises and rises. That energy, that heat has to go somewhere, right? So imagine it just bubbling and boiling and bubbling and boiling. And then you know how you put a teapot on a stove, and at first it's cool, then it gets warm, then it gets hot, then it gets steamy, then it blows, it explodes. This is what Mars's energy does in the sign of Cancer. Now, sometimes that could be a good thing, and sometimes that could be a not so good thing. But I'm saying all that to say Mars does not do well in his energy. Now, with it being in transiting Mars, this is for the collective. So it doesn't matter where Mars is placed in your chart. This could resonate. So, for example, if you have Mars in the first house, you somebody that like to fight, period. It's always on sight, shoot first, ask questions later when you have a first house Mars. Now, let's just say, for instance, you got Mars in the seventh house. Well, you still, that is the part of life that you like to fight for. You always like to fight for your partner, your marriage, because the seventh house is the relationship house, the marriage house, one-on-one partnership. So with Mars being there, you somebody that will always fight for your partner, for your marriage, for your one-on-one relationships, right? So anyway, with that being said, I want you guys to watch your tempers. Watch your temperament right now. Everything ain't worth the fight. Everything ain't worth the arguing. Everything ain't worth the battle, you guys. Know your triggers. Understand your triggers. Know your triggers. Pick and choose your battles. You know what, baby? You know what? You right. You right. I'm wrong. You can have it. You can have that one, because guess what? knowing who you are, knowing how you set up, knowing your triggers. I don't have Mars in Cancer. I have Mars in Gemini. And Mars in Gemini is debilitated also. And for me, I know my triggers. I know what I can do, what I can't do, where I can go, this, that. I know. So I know how I'm set up. And this is how you guys need to be in that energy. If you're already in that energy, then great, wonderful, good for you. But if you're not in that energy, then you need to align yourself so you can get into that energy. A lot of you guys are going to be tested during this time. I have the devil here, I have Hierophant, and I have Temperance. So we got Sag energy, we got Capricorn energy, and we got Taurus energy. So, you know, we got the overall energy, we got the Fool. Some of you guys might need to take risk on certain situations. You know, with any energy, everything has duality. So even with the lower aspects of Mars, you can still use that energy to work for you and not against you, if you know what I'm saying. So the higher octave of this energy can be simply, listen, boy, you always getting in my videos. Oh my God, this boy here. Sorry, you guys. The higher octave of that energy can be you using all of that explosive energy to take a risk. Take a risk that you need to take, whatever that risk might be. If it's a good risk, sometimes we're afraid to take certain risks. Take this energy and use it for something positive, like take a risk on yourself. Take that risk on yourself. It might be going back to school or traveling, anything, whatever that risk is. Don't be afraid to take that risk. Some of you guys are going to be tested during this time. Listen, I need for y'all to pass this test, because if you do not pass this test, you will go back to go. And listen, I don't know about y'all. I'm almost 50. I'm too goddamn old to be repeating lessons. I want my blessings. I want what the universe has for me. Okay, period. Listen. When you are being tested, make sure you have a... Listen, I just said to know how you set up, know what your triggers are. Make sure you have up strong, healthy boundaries. Your boundaries is your boundaries. Do not negotiate. Do not sacrifice your boundaries for nothing or no one, because let me tell you something. If you do, you will regret it. Make sure you stand on your boundaries, because nothing and no one is worth you losing or missing out on your blessings. Work on your dreams. Some of you guys are with the Hierophant here. Some of y'all are definitely working on your dreams. You're working on manifesting your dreams. And you know, y'all know that old saying, new level, new devil. So anytime you're about to go to the next level in your life, here come, you know what? Yep, you said it. So make sure you guys are, you know, when you're being tested, pick and choose your battles. Everything ain't worth arguing over. Everything ain't worth fighting over. Some stuff you have to let it go. And that could be some of y'all lesson, your temper and how you react to certain things, because Mars is how we react to certain things in our lives. It's how we react. So if you know you have certain triggers, don't go to that place. Don't deal with those people. Don't do this. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you are consciously aware of your surroundings, the people that you hang out with. You know, some of you guys need to work on balance and moderation when it comes to certain things that you like. What's the word I'm looking for? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Just everything that you do it in moderation. Don't do anything in excessiveness. Don't do things over excessively. Make sure you do everything in moderation, whether that's drinking, escapism, any kind of escapism, whatever it is you love to do to escape. Make sure you are doing everything in moderation, because that's also a test for you too. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I hope that these messages resonate. I hope that you all enjoyed this. And until next time, love you guys. Ashe, baby.